In the heart of the vast African continent, where the sun kissed the horizon with hues of saffron and crimson, lay the prosperous village of Nyumbani. Nestled between rolling savannas and the mysterious forest of lost shadows, Nyumbani was a place of laughter, vibrant markets, and age-old traditions. The villagers revered the land and the spirits that watched over them, and among all creatures, none was more respected than the giant black cat, the guardian of the forest and silent protector of the people, according to the history of old and fable. This giant black cat came to an existence after the first king of the kingdom went into his chamber during a new yam festival and vanished, and only this giant black cat emerges from his chamber into the forest. That was the last the Nyumbani people saw Izuogu their king. Kumba, the great sorcerer of the ancient days, revealed the king Izuogu has transformed into the giant black cat to become the guardian of the forest and silent protector of the people. One fateful day, the village buzzed with excitement.
In the heart of a village by the old creek side, a king long gone his secret couldn't hide. Through night so dim his purpose twined in fate. A black cat roamed silent as timeless slate.
The young and compassionate Princess Amara was to embark on a journey to the neighboring village of Kijiji to forge alliances and deliver much-needed supplies. Accompanied by a group of cheerful children, eager to see the world beyond their home, they boarded an old steam train, the pride of Nyumbani, that chugged along tracks winding through the dense foliage of the forest of lost shadows. As the train entered the heart of the forest, an unnatural fog descended. The dense mist wrapped around the trees, and whispers inaudible yet haunting echoed among the ancient trunks. Suddenly, the train screeched to a halt. The engine huffed and sputtered before falling silent. Panic began to creep into the hearts of the passengers as shadows moved unnaturally between the trees. The forest of lost shadows is not just a place. It is a realm where the spirits of the forgotten wander, and where the dead do not sleep. Back in Nyumbani, unease settled over the village as the sun dipped below the horizon, and the train had not arrived at its destination. The elders gathered around the sacred fire, consulting ancient scrolls and casting bones for guidance. Visions of the walking dead and a towering giant ghost plagued their divinations. Realizing the dire circumstances, they knew there was only one being capable of navigating the perils of the whispering forest and rescuing their beloved princess and children, the legendary named Izuogu. Under the canopy of a starlit sky, an elder named Tafari, with wise eyes and a staff adorned with feathers and beads, ventured to the edge of the forest. Chanting an ancient incantation, he called upon Izuogu. The wind stirred, leaves rustled, and from the shadows emerged the panther, his emerald eyes reflecting the flicker of distant fires. Tafari bowed deeply. "Great Izuogu," he implored, his voice tinged with desperation. "Our princess and children are lost in the whispering forest. A darkness has awakened a curse that brings forth the walking dead and a giant ghost that haunts the trees. We beseech you to bring them home safely." Izuogu gazed deeply into Tafari's eyes, understanding the gravity of the plea. Without a sound, he turned and vanished into the forest, a silent promise of aid. Princess Amara gathered the frightened children inside the central carriage of the train. Her calming presence soothed them as she spoke softly, "Stay close together. We must be brave." Suddenly, low moans echoed through the mist. Outside, in the dark, the dead are already stirring. The walking dead, bound by the curse of the forest, hunger for the living. As the mist thickens around the train, the ground begins to tremble. From the earth, skeletal hands push through the soil, and the walking dead decayed, soulless corpses begin to rise. Their hollow eyes glow with a faint blue light, and they slowly move toward the train, drawn to the living inside. Princess Amara took a deep breath, her hand instinctively gripping a pendant hanging around her neck. A family heirloom said to possess protective charms. We must find a way to keep them at bay, she thought, rallying to protect the children. Izuogu moved swiftly and silently through the forest, senses heightened. The unnatural chill in the air signaled the presence of dark forces. He spotted the train, steel and wood, contrasting against the organic backdrop of the forest. Perched atop a rocky outcrop, Izuogu assessed the situation. The walking dead surrounded the train, their numbers growing. He knew direct confrontation could be perilous even for him, as these were not ordinary foes. With a magical move, he landed on the roof of the rear carriage, startling some of the children who peeked through the windows. He soon hears the sound of the walking dead approaching the train. Without hesitation, he charges into battle, using his vibranium arrows to strike down the first wave of the undead. His movements are fast and lethal, slicing through the cursed beings with precision.
From the cursed woods where lost shadows dwell, the village sleeps under his silent spell. El Gato Real, protector of night, through moonlit gloom, unseen inside his kingdom now.
Gasps turn to whispers of awe as they recognize the guardian of legends. Amara met Izuogu's gaze through the window, a silent understanding passing between them. She signaled for the children to remain quiet. Together, they needed a plan. Inside the train, Princess Amara sees Izuogu fighting outside. Filled with newfound courage, Amara gathered the children and whispered, "Izuogu is here to help us. We must be brave and follow his lead." Amara thought quickly. The tracks ahead lead to the Bridge of Echoes, a narrow passage above the river. Perhaps we can lure the walking dead there and find a way to stop them. As Izuogu fend off the walking dead, the ground begins to shake. A low, thunderous rumble fills the air, and from the depths of the forest emerges the giant ghost. The giant ghost is the ancient protector of the forest, now twisted into a malevolent spirit, commanding the dead. He knew that the appointed time for Prince Amara to know her true powers has come. He went to her, charged her pendant, unlocking the magical accident powers that transformed Princess Amara into a super being. Immediately, Princess Amara began to reflect on all her dreams with legend Izuogu fighting together to protect Nyumbani from invaders. Izuogu quickly swings back to action. He faces the giant ghost in a climactic battle while Princess Amara continues to fight the remaining walking dead, protecting the children as the battle rages on. With a final powerful strike, Izuogu pierces the heart of the giant ghost, causing it to collapse into shadow and dust. As the ghost fades, the curse over the forest is broken. The walking dead crumble to the ground, their spirits finally free. The forest begins to clear, and the sun rises over the horizon. The curse of the forest of lost shadows is lifted. The dead are at peace, and the living are safe once more. Legend Izuogu and Princess Amara went back to the train to assure the children that all is well now. Izuogu and Princess Amara and the children return to Nyumbani. The villagers celebrate their safe return, and the elders express their deep gratitude to the Izuogu, the guardian of the forest and silent protector of the people.
In the heart of a village by the old creek side, a king long gone, his secret couldn't hide. Through night so dim, his purpose twined in fate. A black cat roams silent as timeless slate. shadows creep, with eyes of gold his promise to keep. From the cursed woods where lost shadows dwell, the village sleeps under his silent spell. El Gato Real, protector of night, through moonlit gloom, unseen inside his kingdom now in whispers told, a tale of love in legends old. Beneath the silver birch, whispers fly of a king's old magic and the secrets that lie. In a cloak of fur, he wanders the dark, guarding the innocent from the shadow's mark. Oh, the cursed forest, it breathes and waits, with lost shadows weaving unknown fates. But the villagers rest, calm and serene, under the watch of the silent unseen. El Gato Real, protector of night, through moonlit gloom, unseen inside his kingdom now in whispers told, a tale of love in legends old.